Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet, and we are in Estonia currently. Yes, Estonia, in the town of Paldiski, which is a port, and we are going to be taking a cargo of IBC containers to PSTOV in Russia. And the reason for that is it's part of the Grand Tour achievement. So let's get into the cab and we'll talk a little bit about the Grand Tour achievement. There is a rather difficult aspect to that, in that it needs to be a perfect delivery. So we've got our work cut out. I already crashed on the way here, so that was a good start. So I'm going to try and avoid crashing again on the way out. But we'll have a look at the route, see if I haven't actually done this yet. So we're going to be coming just to the south of Tallinn and then cutting across country past Tartu over the border to PSTOV. It's not a massive job. It's 223 miles, just over 5 hours of driving in game. And it's not a massive load. I think it's going to pay us about 14,000 euros, so that's fine. If you're wondering what that site was, they're just putting up some more of those wind turbines there, so that's what that site is. And so we're I don't know why we're taking these containers out of the site. Maybe they've completed whatever was in them and they're sending them back. But yeah, so it's going to be a fun one. I'll show you where I managed to crash, because I'm an idiot. It turns from this kind of nice asphalt driving surface into sand for just the last part of this, and I went careering off into one of these telegraph poles. So yeah, just got to keep our eye on what's going on. And also you'll see we need to sleep. We might need to sleep before this job's done. Oh Christ, I thought I was going a bit fast there. And if it gets late, we've got to think about headlight violations, because all of that will be in contravention to the perfect delivery, which is not really what we want. But here we go. We're coming through Paldiski. It looks very much sort of Eastern European type city in terms of the what you know I might expect, a sort of larder crossing the road. You know, apartment blocks, rather, or steel-looking apartment blocks. No idea if that's what I might expect in this town, but you know, that's what my brain tells we might see. I'm not entirely sure. I've never been to Estonia, so I'm not really quite sure what Estonia would look like. Whether it would be quite different to other parts of Eastern Europe, no idea. I understand Tallinn is quite pretty, but I don't know what things look like outside of Tallinn. So we're going to try and be keeping to the speed limit. We're going to be trying to do everything like a good boy and not making any mistakes. And we are going to be doing this Grand Tour achievement. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get further on. I also want to talk about some of the other achievements that are in the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC, because that's what we're going to do next. Essentially, the West Balkan DLC came and we were just starting off this particular DLC and just having a look around it, and we didn't get very far. So I'll see you a little bit further down the road. Hopefully we can manage to do this without any accident. You can see the Estonian cities all around us. Speed limit's up to 56, so that's pleasing. So let's get on our way. See you in a bit. Well, we're just coming to a roundabout on the south side of Tallinn at the minute. I'll be all honesty, it has been a very, very straightforward drive so far. Very little to worry about. No really cause for concern. It's been single lane roads, so no dual carriageways, or single carriageways I suppose they call them, but really fast, so 56 kilometers an hour. We've been sort of setting our cruise control to about 50, which feels a little bit safer, and that's been absolutely fine. We're going to continue to do that. We're sort of heading south now, and it's only 177 miles to go, 4 hours 24, so we're made some good progress already without having even close to a problem yet. So that's nice. Some really beautiful forests that we've been heading through as well, which is again something I might have expected. I think I imagine there is a lot of greenery in this sort of area, certainly in the central belt of Estonia. So folks, yeah, we're driving on, and as I said, we will talk a little bit more about the Grand Tour achievement, but there are a bunch of other achievements that are within the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC, which I was not aware quite how many there were. I've just talked through a couple of them, because some of them I think it's a little bit lazy in some ways. We'll talk through a couple of the lazier ones, just as we're sort of speeding through the countryside. So for example, there's the Concrete Jungle achievement. We've got to visit 10 concrete plants. Doesn't seem the most exciting thing to do, as we're our little church there on the right. Like a farmer, we've got to visit up to 16 farms, which is a lot of farms really to visit. I don't really know how many of those there are. I suspect that's going to be, yep, there we go, coming through a little village here, a little Estonian village. Industry standard is another one. 2 deliveries have to go to each locomotive, furniture and paper mill, which again, that's a lot of deliveries. I think that was something like 24 deliveries that need to be done. I mean, how is anyone going to bother doing all of those? Has anyone actually completed any of those 3 achievements? They seem absolutely mad. Some of the more sort of interesting ones are the Baltic tourists, so we've got to visit all 35 of the cities. We've done 8 of those currently. We'll be getting another one today. We're back up to 56. We've also got the exclave transport, which is certainly one which I'm keen to do, and that is going from the kind of Russian exclave of Kaliningrad, which is a part of Russia that is separate from the rest of Russia, which is, you know, a mad thing. And you've basically got to take deliveries from Kaliningrad into Mother Russia, as it were. So that's windmill. So that's a pretty cool one, and it sort of feels like the sort of thing that might happen. You know, the Russians being quite, not wanting to lose their stuff, so they're sort of making sure it goes across all the other countries without reaching them. And the other one, of course, is the Grand Tour achievement. But we'll talk. Oh no! Oh, we buggered it up already. Oh, that's such a shame. I didn't even see. Just a second. Where is... Where is the police? Is that them? That the police? It's all the way back there. How are you going to see me? Yeah. I've been done there. I've been absolutely done there. Appear to have stopped. Yeah, that is frustrating. Didn't even get halfway, and we have failed this particular achievement. Well, we will be picking up a city, and will we keep going until we get all 5 of these achievements. We've got one of them so far, and that is the job from Lithuania to Latvia. And essentially, Grand Tour is there are 5 countries that you've got to take a job between with a perfect deliveries, and this was one of the this was one of them that we had to do. But look at that. You just got to keep right on it. I mean, why would this be 43 but that area 70? No, or whatever it was beforehand. Seems a little bit mad to me. Anyway, folks, it's we've been done. We've been done frustratingly, but it is what it is. We'll move forward a little bit, and I'll take my disappointment on towards the Russian border. Oh well, we've really gone and done it there. I didn't see that blue car. I was sort of like trying to sneak out in front of that car and I didn't see the blue one in behind me. So yeah, we have really screwed things up now. Had an accident. Oh, I thought that was a hidden road. We've had an accident and a speeding violation. All we need now for the full thing is the traffic light, the headlight violation as well, and then we would be good. So yeah, next time we will do better. I will be on it more. What's your advice for keeping concentrated in this game? How do you ensure when you've got a really important job that you stay concentrated on what you're trying to achieve? Because that's clearly one of the problems that I have. We're just coming past Tartu yet. If you're interested, we're not heading into Tartu. We're just coming past it. So I'm hoping that that's from Istanbul, is it? The next one we do, which I think it will either be between Russia and Estonia, and we'll kind of go back on ourselves, or we'll go up to Finland. That's the other Russian job that we can do. So we'll see what is available. Anyway, folks, I'm going to see you in a second when we sort of head towards the Russian border. I've got a little announcement from SCS, which is exciting. I haven't got the announcement. They've delivered the announcement, but it is an exciting announcement. In addition to some of the reworks that are happening in Germany, they've announced more cities, folks. If you haven't seen it, I'll tell you what those cities are in a sec. Oh, we've actually picked up Tartu, which is interesting. So we get number 9 out of 35. I didn't think we were going to be close enough to pick that up, but that is superb. We look like we might be heading towards the border now. I'm not quite sure how far away. Looks like, oh, there we go, there's the border. And actually PSTOV, which is a beautiful name, is just over the border. So we've really not got that far to go once we get there. But anyway, folks, I'm stuck behind this Istanbul truck. Tried to overtake it, almost had an accident doing that, so we'll try and avoid that again. And I'll see you a little bit further down the line. I think at the border we'll talk about those the additional German cities that are going to be reworked for the next, presumably the next update. Right, folks, we're heading here towards the Russian border. I'm fascinated to see what this actually looks like, how much of a border it is. It looks pretty massive, but we are, before we actually reach there, just going to have a little bit of a snooze because we are absolutely shattered, as you can see. So we got we need to go down there somehow. I think we can possibly take a right here, which we will do, and come down into this area, and we can have a little sleep in the truck stop. There we go. And so I'll have a sleep. I'll see you in a sec. Well, as you can see, it's just first light, and we're going to be coming. Oh, wait. I thought I crashed into something there. I don't think I did. And so we're going to be coming out here and heading over the border. Just make sure we don't screw anything up just too early. Right, so trucks need to go down this way. Now I am fascinated to see what this actually kind of looks like. We've got our lights on, don't worry, folks. So we've achieved that one at least. And PSTOV is just past the border, in all honesty. So checking our documents as we speak. Let's talk about those other cities. So 2 more cities in Germany are going to be reworked in the next Germany rework. So we've already heard about Bremen, we've already heard about Kassel. Next 2 cities they are going to do are Magdeburg and Osnabrück. So we'll just have a quick look where those are in Germany. So Magdeburg is all the way over here. It's a bit random. So we're going Kassel, Osnabrück, Bremen. So surely they're going to do Hanover as well. It's this area here. It'd be a bit random if they left Hanover out, or maybe Hanover's already been done. Right, there we go, and we are going to the X-ray place. Where is that? I don't know. I've not seen an X-ray hall anywhere. And I often get done for not going into the X-ray building. But it's not because I don't want to. I love a good X-ray. Right, can anyone see it? Is it that building right in front of us? Or have I missed it already? It's entirely possible I've missed it already. Oh no, there's still loads left. Right, so... Ah, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is, I see it. Right, we're going into here. Thankfully, this was one of the easier ones to find, so we'll head in. Have we... We've already made a slight error there. Come on, turn. There we go. We've made it. We've made it. Getting a good old X-ray. Right, folks. Well, we will head off now. I mean, that guy's just standing in here. I mean, I wouldn't want that job. Full of gamma radiation. So we are going to head off just down this road here. We should pick up PSTOV. We might have a little look at it when we get there, and then we'll head off to the final location, which is just down the way. See you later, mate. You letting me out? That is too kind, sir. Too kind. That's a lot of very narrow little roads, as if large lorries aren't supposed to come here. Right, see you in a bit when we get into Kessel. No, not Kessel. Pskov. There it is. City number 10 picked up out of 35. Pretty pleased with that. And look at this. This does look very Russian. Imagine living in those guys. Just vast buildings with huge amounts of people living in them. It's just over the border, and it all of a sudden changes to this. Just mad. And they're everywhere. There's a lot of green space as well. I wonder if that's kind of how it is. Kind of space to kind of mooch about, but then everyone's kind of really cramped into a relatively small area. No idea. Anyway, folks, I will see you on the other side when we get to our destination, and yeah, we aren't going to be getting number 2 of the Grand Tour achievement, but maybe next time we will. We're going to be trying to work on that, as well as picking up all of the cities in this DLC. And then when Greece comes out, we will head down there. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but I think last time we could tell when Greece was coming out, because it kind of the map slightly changed, so it was kind of obvious things were in the works. Right, folks, see you in a bit. Oh, we're just coming over the Pskov River. Oh, that looks very pretty. That is very, very nice. What is that over there? I might take a photo here. Right, here we are. It does seem like a lot of the industries are kind of farms, concrete, and so I can understand then that the majority of deliveries I get, or I do, will probably relate to some of those kind of lazy achievements that I was talking about earlier. So I wonder whether we will pick something up. I don't know what this is. I think this might be a concrete plant. I'm not sure, because it is concrete. It is concretey stuff that we're delivering. So I think this might actually do us the first of the concrete jungle. Achievement, but we will see. We will see. I'll be interested if that is the case. And it looks like a concrete plant, so it's Equinor is what we want. Well, if I ever get there. Right, let's we'll just zoom right in here, and we'll see if we do pick up anything. Oh, this is cool. We've got just got to pop it into this, because it's going to sort of unload, isn't it, using whatever that thing is. There we go. What do we pick up? Anything. No, we don't. Interesting. Or maybe I do, but I don't see it yet. Sometimes not all of these have jobs that count up. You've kind of got to collect them as you go. Anyway, folks, that was fun. It didn't quite get what we wanted, but as always, it's interesting. As you can see, we have £1.7 million in the bank. In the next episode, we are going to be buying a new base somewhere, and I think because we haven't yet got that place in Finland, we might finally do what we said we were going to do, which we might have already done, which is to pick up a base in Istanbul. Have we got a base in Istanbul? It doesn't look like we have got the base in Istanbul, so that's possibly what we're going to do, because I did think that would be kind of a fun one. And I'm going to look forward to going around this area. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I have been to a few places in Finland. I'll be fascinated to see if they look anything like the places I've seen. I think the base we're going to be getting is in Lahti, because that's where Kim Räikkönen is from. So we're going to be doing that once we actually pick that up. But next up, not sure what we're doing. We may well be going back into Latvia. Into Estonia. We may be going into Latvia. I am not sure. We'll be doing one of those things and trying to pick up the first or our second Grand Tour achievement. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, folks. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you for the next one. Goodbye.